Tony Docherty's found his main man, and the old firm are interested in Tommy. Welcome back to Fog Football. We're here to discuss it, but let's kick off with the main man because this is actually an official transfer signing as Curtis Main has joined. He's reunited with former boss, Tony Docherty at, well, I say former boss, former, teammate slash former main man, whatever you want to call Tony Docherty to what he is to Curtis Main. But anyway, of course, he was assistant manager to Derek McInnes during the Strikers' 2.5 years with Aberdeen, and I think Curtis Main is a pretty good signing for Aberdeen. I mean, I'm not going to pretend that he's the greatest player of all time, but they've signed him on an 18-month contract. Of course, he has played for Motherwell, Aberdeen and St Mirren in the past. Now, you're probably wondering, where did he spend the first half of the season? Well, I'll tell you where he spent the first half of the season. With Indian club Bengaluru. Of course, he did leave St Mirren last season. He had a really good game last season at Parkhead, where he could, I think was it a draw to each in that game? I can't remember, but God, he could have had about 5 goals that day. That's probably a standout moment for me that I can think of last season. But yeah, of course, he left him. He did go to, and then they went to India, but obviously he mustn't be fancying it over there and wants to come back and try some haggis in Dundee. Don't know where he was in India, but India to Dundee, there you go, big move. 18 months Dundee. I think they'll stay up, and I think a signing like this is going to cement their place in the league. But I want to talk about Tommy Conway for 2 reasons. Well, technically 3 if you want to include both Old Firm clubs, because he's linked to them. But he also, he was born in England. He was born in Taunton. He's quite a tall forward, to say the least. But he is a youth international for Scotland, and he was talking about how he wants to get into the Scotland team for the Euros. Now, here, I'm not against the guy getting in there. I mean, I had actually not heard of this guy until last night when I seen that goal that he got. That wasn't exactly I'll say it wasn't exactly the greatest. I mean, it was alright, but the guy's got 6 goals in 20 matches this season. He plays for Bristol City. He's 21. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter being like, "Oh, I hope we take Tommy Conway to the Euros instead of Shankland." Well, what the fuck's Shankland done? Oh, I mean, I'm not being funny, right? But if you'd rather take Tommy Conway over Shankland, I don't know what your head's looking at. You know what? I see if people want to start like Adams, right, and Dykes over Shankland, I can half accept it because they're all different sort of players, but I don't even know what this player is, Tommy Conway's like, but I know for a fact, right, Dykes gives you the physicality and the presence, which Shankland does as well, but then Adams gives you the legs and the tracking down ability. I don't know about this kid, right, Tommy Conway. If he can help Scotland, then hell, if he signs for Rangers and helps both, I'll be a happy duck. But I think he'll cost a lot of money, and I don't see how the old firm's going to afford him now. According to transfer market, he is worth, let me see here, let me just get his contract up. He's worth approximately 2.5 million. So I mean, the old firm could easily afford that, but that was last updated a month ago. He scored a few goals since then. And his transfer fee is fucking skyrocketed since a year and a half ago. So I think he'd be a decent player for Rangers, and hell, an attacking player is exactly what Rangers need. But again, we'll have to wait and see what Rangers are going to do, because I think it's going to be a lot to do with actually what happens with Rangers in terms of selling players. But yeah, he's been linked with Wolves, Nottingham Forest, and Brentford, pretty much similar to the teams that Carter Vickers has been linked with. Apart from, you take out Wolves and then you put in West Ham, and that's exactly the trio of clubs Carter Vickers has been interested in. But we'll have to wait and see, guys. But that's where we're going to leave this video. That's your latest news. I mean, honestly, I don't want to repeat myself for the millionth time, but I was so looking forward to this transfer window. I was like, some downtime. Some big money moves. And I mean, what have we seen, Ham? Not much. I mean, seriously, nothing's been all talk. I mean, Celtic signed Nicholas Kuhn, but there's nothing that really stands out. You don't look at anything the old firm have done and went, "Oh, that's a difference maker." I mean, hell, Fabio Silva on loan, decent enough deal. Nicholas Kuhn, I think he'll be all right for Celtic. But overall, like I just don't really, I don't think there's been anything spectacular. So anyway, guys, leave your thoughts down below and peace.